Last week I made a video talking about whether or not the Ford GT was a plagiarized design, and in that video I asked you guys to let me know why you thought the Ford GT attracted so much negative commentary. And in this video I'm going to tell you why I think the Ford GT has attracted so many negative comments. Before we get started, I wanted to take a few seconds just to let you guys know what's been going on with the channel. Well, first off, thank you guys for all your support. The channel has been growing a lot lately, and we actually just passed 500 subscribers. So again, thank you all for your support. Next, I wanted to just let you know that I'm going to try and keep with this upload schedule, the Tuesday and Thursday upload schedule. Hopefully Tuesdays are going to be Mustang days, Mustang Tuesdays, and we're going to have GT Thursdays where we talk about the Ford GT. If you haven't already, maybe you can consider following me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll give you some behind the scenes there and keep you up to date on all the latest happenings of things that we're going to be doing on the channel. Alright, well let's now get to the top 3 reasons why I think the Ford GT attracts so much negativity on the internet. Okay, let's get started with the countdown. Number 3 is the application process. I think the application process probably caused a lot of anger within the enthusiast community, and is a big reason why people spew negative comments about the Ford GT on the internet. Really though, I see the application process as a good thing. Think about it as if this was a car coming from Ferrari. The only people to have the car would be the people who have owned every single Ferrari that's ever been made. They would have had to have huge car collections, own the, highest end of every other car. They'd be like the 1% of the 1%, and the car would be even more unobtainable than it actually already is. Now, Ford didn't want to do that. They wanted to get the car into the hands of people who would actually enjoy the car, show it off, and let other people enjoy the car too. If they did it like Ferrari, you probably wouldn't see all that many of them. Now, even as it is, it might be kind of rare to see a new Ford GT, but if they did it the way that Ferrari does it, you would pretty much be guaranteed never to see the car. Now, I think the application process caused some anger for 2 other main reasons. Number 1 is that I think a lot of people probably didn't see their favorite social media influencer get the car, and I think that's created a lot of stir and buzz on the internet, attracting some negative comments. I'll let you guys talk about those social media influencers in the comments below. I'm not going to talk about that. Now, number 2 is some people are angry that not all the 2005, 2006 Ford GT owners were able to get the car, and they say that Ford really screwed these people out of getting the new GT. Well, the truth of the matter is that Ford could only build 250 of these cars per year, and they build like 4,036 2005, 2006 GTs, so really the numbers there just make it impossible for Ford to satisfy everybody. Besides that, if Ford only gave new GTs to people who owned the 2005 and 2006 model, they'd really be kind of no better than Ferrari in the fact that they'd be setting up like an exclusive club that nobody else was allowed to get into. I think Ford really did it the right way. About 70% of the new Ford GT owners will have owned a 2005 or 2006 GT, but they left about 30% or 300 cars to people who are either social media influencers or longtime Ford fans and Ford enthusiasts who really want to get into a new GT. And in this way, I think it opens the Ford GT up to a larger community of people, and it ensures that the legacy of the Ford GT is passed on to a new group and through new people, and it's just not staying in the same circles and the same crowds. Let me know what you guys think about that. The second thing on my list, why people have been commenting so many negative things about the Ford GT, is because of the engine. Now, when Ford announced that they would be using a V6 engine in their flagship GT, it really created a lot of uproar. And this is because American cars are known for their V8s, their big, loud, nasty V8s. And to put a V6 into their flagship car, a lot of people said it was sacrilegious, that it completely abandoned the heritage of the old GT40. Well, if you've watched the new season of BBC's Top Gear, Matt LeBlanc did an awesome job reviewing the Ford GT, and in that video he actually said something which I really 100% agree with. He said that the GT40 didn't use a 7-liter V8 because it was the American thing to do. It used a V8 because it was the right tool for the job. And in the same way that this V6 is the right tool for the job in the new 2017 GT. And really, that statement is 100% right, and it's been proven when Ford won Le Mans. So really, this car is and has the right engine for the job. Now, yes, a V6 will never sound like a V8, But the V6 in this GT actually sounds really, really good. If it was in any other car, I think people would be more accepting of it. But the fact that there's a V6 in an American car, I think people just love to hate on that. Now, the number one top thing that I think inflames people the most and makes them write nasty comments about the Ford GT on the internet is the price. A lot of people have been saying that the Ford GT is overpriced. And in the past, American cars have been a good value for the dollar. They provide you a good performance bang for the buck. But in this case, America is providing just good, plain, flat-out performance regardless of the price. I think that's a good thing, and it elevates both American cars and the Ford GT as a brand. I bet you that we're going to be seeing more and more expensive American cars in the future competing with the European rivals. Now, I bet you the mid-engine Corvette is not going to be a cheap car either, and it's probably going to be more expensive than any Corvette has been in the past. And the Ford GT in some way has kind of paved the way for this, making it more acceptable for Americans to just build a flat-out good car, not worrying about the value they provide. I think if this car came from any other manufacturer, say again Ferrari, it would be double the price and nobody would make any fuss about it. But then again, that plays right back into my original point. People expect this level of unobtainable coming from a company like Ferrari, but it's a little bit tougher of a pill to swallow for some people coming from a company like Ford. Well, that's going to do it for today, and as always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below, press that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with your friends. I'll see you in the next video.